There's the CMOS. I just set this up manually, this bit, because it wouldn't work properly. So I made the hard file for the disk, for the hard drive, and then I had to do this manually in here, just these numbers and stuff, and then you can change these settings and everything. It differs from machine to machine, but it's not massively difficult, but really annoying. And everything else I just left as stock. This is all like memory timing and stuff like that. So power management, it's just all this kind of thing really. So that I don't touch any of that either, because it's like I don't want to mess about with it and make it go weird. So this is like a 1997 era PC. It's emulating a real PC basically. So all this kind of stuff on here, which it's like if you fiddle with it, can't get out of this one. Okay, that tells me what the hard drive is. There's an optical drive which is physical, and then there's the 2 emulated floppy disks, and then the actual hard drive itself. Okay, exit without saving. Yes. And what you get is you get this front end, and it tells you the processor you've got, which I've got 120 megahertz Pentium 1. That would be an MMX. That's about as good as it gets. It doesn't go any faster than that on this physical machine. So yeah, it's working, but some of the games are a bit slow. The latest stuff isn't going to run very well on it because of I'm limited to being Pentium 1 on the emulation. The only other alternative is, if I log out of this, shut down. Yeah. Get rid of that. The virtual box is a lot faster, but I haven't got any. If you go with that one, it ran Windows XP okay, but then there's no 3D drivers or anything like that. It's not the drivers, it won't deal with 3D hardware, which is a problem. So this does run, and I got it installed and it ran okay, but it will not run any games. I ran them real, but it was very choppy. And then anything else, it just won't run Max Payne. It just says you haven't got 3D graphics thing on it. So it did run, but it's like not very good. If you go to properties on this one, I had to install. I've got a physical copy of Windows XP, but it's got a 30-day countdown on the activation, so that's a problem. So you go to that and it will just give you this. It says it's 32-bit and all this. I'll try to run Max Payne. I haven't got the disc, have I? Ugh. It won't run it. It'll just say you haven't got a 3D graphics card on it. Virtual box graphics. There is a guest editions thing. How the hell do you bloody do this now? I can't remember how to do this now, as I've been on that other one all day long. But even for Windows 98, it's not very good. It's yeah, that's not very good. That doesn't work very well on here. does this again, and I couldn't get the guest editions to work right, so that's a problem. So yeah, a bit of a bug of that, but does this, it gives me that error. There's no drivers on it for the graphics or the there's all this business, it goes through all this crap. This is why I never got anywhere near running it with any games or anything. No, and it doesn't make any difference because it needs the internal. I don't know how well it would run actually, to be honest. The problems it's got is it needs drivers, and you can't get anything into it without the optical and USB management thing on it. I'll get out of that, it's that in it. So yeah, that's a bit of a dead end. It does work, but it's not great. So you go to settings, and then it's like, nah, it doesn't want to know about slow as anything because there's no graphics. Usually this, if I do it, it crashes out if I take it higher. Or so it needs all this business to be installed, and I need the guest editions. And I might be able to get that going, but I don't know how fast it will run. It might run quite reasonably well, I'm not sure. But that's about as far as I've got. So I tried VMware or Oracle because that's free. The VMware that costs money, that you have to pay for that. And PCEM is the best that I've seen yet, so I would recommend that one. But it does need a lot of messing about with to get that to work. And my bloody desktop's a right mess now. But yeah, that's as far as I've got on Windows 10 with emulating Windows 98 and virtual machines and emulators. So right, so let's say you've got a downloaded image of a game and you want to run it on this PCEM emulator. What you can't do, unless you've got the physical disk, you can't just drag and drop stuff over. So what you have to do is you have to go out of this, go to a program called IMG Burn, which is fairly well known. It's taking its time. Right, and what you do is you pick create image file from files folders, and you go looking for something that you want to put in there. So if I go to DOS box, what can I load in here? Let's try that lollipop game. So what? Hang on a minute. I don't want to open it. I want to. Or do I have to do the? Or do I have to do that? I'm not sure actually. This might need to be installed. Great. And then you've got to pick a destination for it. Desktop. Can I create a new folder? I'll just create a new folder. Get it right. Then okay. What's it telling me there? And then you do it, and then you give it a name. There it is. Okay, and it does it. And then what you do is you go back into the emulator, and then where it says CD ROM, make sure there's nothing in it. Press empty, load image, and if I go up, where is it? Where it says lolly, that's the image we just made. Open it. Go to my computer. There should be in that drive that image, and this should have all stuff on it. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go new folder. Let's call it lolly. This may or may not install on here. I don't know if it's going to run on here, but okay. sometimes it doesn't let you drag and drop it, so I'm going to cut them. Just put shortcuts otherwise. Yes to all. What? Oh, shut up. What's he doing? Sometimes it's a bit funny with files. So, right, there it is. Now I don't know if these are going to run on here because I haven't got the logical DOS drive thing on here. Let's go with F2. I don't know if this is going to do it. Right. Save options F10. Okay. So we run it. If it runs it, this is a DOS game, not a Windows 98 game. I don't know if it's making any music. I may have set the graphic. I don't know if I've set the sound card on this or the sound setup on this. I don't hear any music. See if it runs though. See if it runs. I don't know what the sound setup is on this thing for DOS, but how do I jump on this? Oh, I can run fast. How do I jump? Oh, just died. What? Oh, it's pausing it. Oh, it's just up for jump. Okay. So this is a DOS game, quite a late DOS era game. Oh, fell down. Yeah, but it seems to be working. So this is a. I've got sound effects even though it's but that's just a little demonstration of how you get a game inside of the emulator. It's quite a good game. This is a Bitmap Brothers style kind of look to it. Let's get good. Rainbow Arts, wasn't it? That's Excel and Turrican, I think they did those games. Oh no! Oh no! What am I doing? Yeah, normally I would run this in DOSBox, so this just definitely won't run on Windows 10 or Windows 7. So it's running it quite well. Emulation within an it's like it will run it natively because it's got the DOS thing inside of it, incorporated into it already. Windows 98 has. Oh, got killed. Yeah, I'll stop there. Oh, well, can we get back out? What it would say to DOS. How do you quit? Yeah, and it takes you back to that. So what it's done there is inside that folder, which I put on the desktop there, it's created that folder there, or that file, which is the thing to do with how this is set up for the audio. And then you could put that in program files or whatever. So yeah, normally you need DOSBox to run that. So in this emulator, it will run Windows DOS games without any major problems.